Got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
It's 6 to 6, lime this way. Spectre my shampoo. Chantel, but my shrink shrunk. Yo, Abaseba. Oh, can do DJ clock. 1 and 2. And Sakasway, Sakinye, that is cool. Oh, Ganta Sambi Sotwa. AMPM, Abandwa, and I'm cool for. Okay, alright. Oh, Vitas, the message. Yeah, drive and it's in the day. Namkanje, Mamma, Buye. Pumi As I keep it tonight, I see. I'll get you when you peteba, 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 ubambeba, 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 when you peteba, 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 ubambeba, ubambeba, ubambeba. Isunga phinde za last night, isunga ngiphoqe, and ungazenzi uma hamba yedwa. Iba nomnyakazo, 2x2 njenge-rhythmic element.
Good evening and welcome to Prefab FM live stream radio. Doing this live right here at the music department. In the background, DJ Clock featuring Shisa Boy saying Zoe and Gomso. But before that, I welcome you to the station by DJ Kent featuring Malay saying Falling in Love. That takes us only to 7 minutes after the hour 8. Doing this up until the hour 9. Good evening, everybody. It's another show on a Thursday, the second day of November 2017. What a year we're having. What is going to happen on this show? Just for this evening, I will be joined having interaction with Mr. Ramulumisi talking the issue about disturbance. Once someone is studying, then I have motivation and also a little bit of an update. Welcome to the show. Be able to comment right there with me. 8 minutes after the hour. We got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Close my eyes and begin to think of the things that make me happy. It's strange how one thought comes to mind. Only one thing makes me feel this way. Makes me feel like I'm the only person alive. And that thing is you. Happiness, joy, happiness, joy.
I can say we're still having some breakouts that are coming through right here. Remember, this is an internet radio, so be in look for that one. That takes us on the 14 minutes after the hour 8. Prefab FM 90.1 on Facebook, right there on Google is still on the line. That was the music by Frankie K featuring Nandi, saying so happy tonight. What are you happy for? Maybe it's the issue of the exam fever. By point of reference, I will be joined right here on the studio, coming to direct from music department by Ramulumisi. I'm talking about the issue of disturbance in the exams. And perhaps once you're studying, so maybe it's an aspect on that direction. Who knows? Let me do this, and in a short while, I will be joined by Ramulumisi at exactly 20 past. Ramulumisi will be right here alongside with me, and also Mr. Univan, and also he's another. They are still on the other side. Let's do this one more time. Good evening, Thursday night.
A Prefab FM 90.1, música o Diperaho.
P square, convict music.
Maybach music.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, mama, neme, what a beautiful onyinye. Yeah, Nimo bimo. I was feeling so sad because I was all alone. Was so bad. There she goes. She touched my heart and said, Ebezina knows to go. Hey, was so glad. The way she keeps me smiling, it brings me joy. She proves this loving is real. Within my heart there's nobody else. Baby, give me your hand. Let me take you away. Mommy, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry, the girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry, now the girl I want marry. Oh Rolando, no mume, oh man changwa. What a beautiful onyinye, nenye makagi. So you and I can fly away. Straight to the sky, just you and I. Girl, I know the lie. Can't you see? You were sent from above, and you know you're my heart and my sweetness. Is this love? I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling. Now God be my witness. You're my princess. The way she keeps me smiling, it brings me joy. She proves this loving is real. Within my heart there's nobody else. Make you give me your hand. Let me take you away. Mommy, neme, see the girl I want marry. No time, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry, the girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry, now the girl I want marry. Mama, let me see. Wombolo, wombole, wombolo, wombolo, wombolo. Mama, let me see you. Wombolo, wombole, wombolo, daddy, let me see you. Wombolo, wombole, wombolo, wombolo. Mama, let me see you. Wombolo, wombolo, let me see you.
We fell in love on the first date. A beautiful girl gonna make the earth shake. I look into the mirror, all I do is stare. In the back of my mind, all I see is her. Turn up the music, we bumpin' P Square. Number one in the game, and we gon' be here. Always making hits to my convict. We talking money, or you talking nonsense? Making slow love to my baby girl. Got them big trucks pulling up everywhere. You only live once, and that's the anthem. All your negative energy feed cancer. I can look into her eyes for my whole life. We can make love for the whole night. Take my hand, baby. wanna be a man, baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mama me, she's my beautiful on you, yeah. Oh yeah, let me see you. Mama, let me see you. Daddy, let me see you. Sister, brother, let me see you. Let me see you. Hey.
Victoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Hemuzwara ni hadema uze mfuma kazonga otahara ngamana tidibu dimdusenga ndelade
abagidi bana phala mukona Brazilian Hair Salon babana phala ka 30 Barclay Court Street and Klein Street, Johannesburg, next to MTN Rank. Stoname zozo dara ka ground phala ka Facebook is mukona Brazilian Hair Salon and number is 0607863060. Special and 3 bundles of Brazilian Hair Straight 9A ebona lens ya mahara ngabra mzwara nga cash araba chitoda wiki ndo tengeza 300 rand pay
yo ndio dobalo tingwa na bafona zezo
abagidi bana mukona Brazilian Hair Salon barengisi bamabudzi shango zotenga bupara.
Just passing 21 minutes after the hour 8, Prefab FM is still on the line, the most dangerous radio. Some they say it's a dangerous, but most of them they say we're still made for satisfaction. With yours truly, behind the combination this evening, as I promised you at the beginning of the intro of this show, for this evening I will have a guest, Ramulumisi, talking about disturbance once we are preparing for an exam, or maybe perhaps it can be in the case once you are in the exam. Good evening and welcome to the station, man.
Good evening, Mr. Matoma and the community at large.
How was your day? Let's start from there.
My day was hectic as I've been studying the whole day since I'm writing tomorrow.
Now, let's get down to the business while you are here, man. So we're talking about the issue of disturbance. It can be either in the preparation of the test or in the exam. So what is actually happening right there in the issue of these other guys that are disturbing others while they're studying?
Mr. Matoma, before I comment on your question, allow me to give you credit to say you are the best on this one. Prefab FM will never be the same without you. We are live on Prefab FM, the number one station around Thohoyandou, number one station within the community of Thohoyandou, and also in Univen.
That deserves a round of applause, man. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause from the guest. Now let's talk about the issue about the disturbance issue now.
Yes, Mr. Matoma, this is a very disturbing issue and it's critical. It needs to be discussed since it's really affecting some of the students, and I'm also one of them. Since when you are busy studying, you need full attention and focus. One needs to concentrate. However, if suddenly comes and if someone comes and interrupt and cause distraction, you lose focus, which is something very bad, you know. This is something we need to discourage, you know. Yes. And I'm happy today that we are even discussing this issue, because indeed, it has to be discussed.
Let's just talk about maybe what can be the cause of the disturbance in a class. Let's just start from there. What are those things that one can say, you are disturbing me? Say, hello, yellow bone, you are distracting me right there. What are those kind of things?
Any rowdy behavior which is improper, it's actually destructive. Perhaps making noise while other students are studying, and also answering or your phone call, or also having your cell phone ringing, while other students are studying. It's a critical issue. When you're studying, it's best if you put your cell phone on silent, because you don't want to be disturbed even yourself while you are studying. So don't disturb other students. In fact, don't be a stumbling block to other people's success. Don't be a stumbling block. Please, please, please. People should not give excuse of your name to say, if it wasn't who and so, I would have managed to finish and study, Because you might find that students vacate lecture roles. Because I once lived a certain venue, I think it was on Sunday, where I was studying. These two fellow students come. It was silent, peaceful. Everyone was concentrating, focusing, and studying. And here they come, boom. They started making noise. Now you ask yourself a question: what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Now it's time for exam. People need to be studying, and there they are making noise. We need to question such behavior. We cannot tolerate such behavior. It needs to stop. If you don't want to study, it's best you stay in your room. We have free Wi-Fi to use, to watch Skim Sam, to watch Mubang or any of the series or show live on internet. But don't go to lecture halls or to library or study area if you are not going there to study, beside disturbing other students. Some of students want to graduate. They no longer want to see themselves here in Venda. It's hot. In fact, it's hot. We can't even focus when it's hot. It's hot and you are here making noise. You are making it worse.
Just for the point of the credits, listeners of Prefab FM, if you don't know me very well, so if you never had interaction with me in the past days, I come all the way from Cape Town right here to University of Venda. So, and also it's very hot, as my guest is always saying. That takes us only to 25 minutes after the hour 8. We're doing this live, talking about a disturbing issue or things that you can say they're disturbing once you're preparing for the exams. With my guest this evening, Ramulumisi, how do you approach or address them, else you notice that they can distract you through the phone, through the texting, bing, 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 bing. It's a bing, bing. Maybe it's a boss of Ross, who knows? Those kind of things. How do you address those type of persons?
Approach is something very, very, very difficult, Mr. Matoma. One needs to be brave to approach someone. You get it? It's like when you approach someone, in fact, you are meeting a stranger who you don't know what kind of person is he or which caliber he's from. You don't even know this person. And now you have to act and approach that person. Hey, brother, hey, sister, you're making noise. And then some of them are actually rude. They might even ask you, who are you? What's so special about you? Why is it only you who's approaching you amongst all these students? You get it? It's something which is a problem and difficult to do so. However, but we have to deal with it. You get it? We have to deal with it. Either you are my friend, colleague, relative, sister.
Major Laser on the background in the combination with the likes of DJ Snake saying lean on me, but this one is an instrumental one. Still continue with a conversation with Mr. Ramulumisi talking about the issue of disturbance. It can be either in the exam or in any kind of situation. Let's just talk about the issue of approaching them. So can this guy really stand on your way? Let's just say, in fact, you are lazy to study. Just say, hey man, you're disturbing me. and in this case, and also, there can also be a yellow bone on the other direction saying, hello sir, are you actually disturbing? There are those who are attention seekers. So how do you address? on Prefab FM 90.1. It's 27 minutes before we wrap up the installment just for this evening. Coming to director next to music department and Edu Labs with my guest Ramulumisi for this evening. Talking about the issue of disturbance, it can be either by students or maybe perhaps by bigger guys or yellow bones, skinny ones. Who knows? Man, let's wrap up these things, man.
Yes, Mr. Mathoma, we forget to mention something that disturbance, it also starts with you. Even yourself, you can disturb yourself. You get it. You go to start, you start playing Candy Crush, chatting. You are disturbing yourself. You get it. So it's not a matter of other students disturbing you. It also you yourself having self-control before you can be able to control other people. You get it. So now, if it's somebody disturbing you, just try. Be humble. Just be humble. Lower yourself. Simply ask, sir, ma'am, please, you are making noise. Can you please, if you are speaking, can you please lower your voice? Or if you don't mind, leave the lecture hall. But what matters is approach. Be humble. Don't be too rude and say, hey, when you are making noise here. Because you'll get you'll get the same response. You get it. So people can find me on Facebook, Tama PSB. That's where people can find me. My cell phone numbers are currently not available because it's exam time.
I mean, there's a crash you can be listening this moment, and a yellow bone too that you are interested in too also. So they want your numbers, man.
Unfortunately, Mr. Mathoma, I'm taken. I'm already taken.
Can't you revise the decision, man?
There's no such things, man. Once the train is gone, it's gone. You cannot go back.
It's just 22 minutes before we wrap up the installment just for this evening. It's a Thursday on the 2nd of November 2017. The year has come to the end. As usual, Belafonte in combination with the Mesofield. That's how we do it right here on Prefab FM.
Baby girl, just come to me. You can let me be your fantasy. Yeah, let me be your destiny. You can say you and I were meant to be. Yeah, we be living so heavenly. You and I making love so passionately. What we have never happened like suddenly. Baby, don't be mad at me. Just pardon me. Listen to some R&B. The God in me. And the when the bother me, let Germany and set free, and the honey took it out and they feel a breeze. Never be the rich cold cheese. You know who you are, the black Mona Lisa. So walk with me, they don't get us, baby. Abariwani, but not Mutsumamo Abatarugani. But the Buddhist Simbudu Shota Hanya Tomalesa Kanele. Hi, man, when I not of Tamakwai, man, and Yamusenganesa like endlessly. The Mupanda Meza like tirelessly on Tanganesa, so shamelessly. So honestly, I keep it real. What I mean is the Andananaye, definitely no Marananaye, Yahova Badum Pavana Banjanaye, no Matubana Bibin Baranaya, Afarambiria Wanda Beranaya, Katubala Sabatando Awarenaya, Sangon in the Suana Zenda Teranaya, Hobi and the Motobayanto Banaya, and I must send a message where I send a naya, I miss a color young Colanaya, Tataloga Inuya Loganaya, and then I can mix it to the Cotentanaya, like a Facebook or Commentanaya, and the Mupukanaya, and the Kojokanaya, and in the Chanambonanaya, and the Atarangaya. Nena Erikotea Ufunana, Anori Mapanda Sanda Ningabulaya, so walk with me, Ofarana, Unoana, Nena Erikotea Ufunana, Anori Mapanda Sanda Ningabulaya, so walk with me, Ofarana, Unoana, Nena Erikotea Ufunana, Anori Mapanda Sanda Ningabulaya, so walk with me, Ofarana, Unoana, Nena Erikotea Ufunana, Anori Mapanda Sanda Ningabulaya, so walk with me, Ofarana, Unoana.
just gone 19 minutes before we wrap up the show just for this evening, and they're still on the up of the music right here. They still have like Dube, Never Born to Do It, and Michael Gray. I can't wait for the weekend to begin. That's why we're doing it on a Thursday. The music department, that's why we're doing this show live. That was interaction that I had with Mr. Ramulumisi talking about the issue of disturbance. You can be either studying or interested in someone that is disturbing you on that direction. In the background, I think you feel it now. It's a P Square in combination with a Bosch. Beautiful music that was sampling back in the days. It was a national anthem for the kids. And now, let me remind you back again, because P Square, they're too dangerous. I still remember the text of them called Temptation that they have released of and Rick Ross. I'm looking forward for his music video or track with African King rap. That is his quest on the other side. 18 minutes before I wrap up the installment just for this evening. Maybe the combination, keep it hold for the big shots.
Give me your hand, let me take you away, mommy, baby. See the girl I want marry, no time, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry, the girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry, now the girl I want marry. Oh, Rolando, no move. No mume, oh man, what a beautiful onyinye. Nenye makagi, so you and I can fly away straight to the sky. Just you and I, girl, I know the lie. Can't you see? You were sent from above, and you know you're my heart and my sweetness. My sweetness. Is this love? Is this love? I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling. Now God be my witness, you're my princess. The way she keeps me smiling, it brings me joy. She proves this loving is real. Within my heart there's nobody else. Make you give me your hand, let me take you away, mommy, baby. See the girl I want marry, no time, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry, the girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry, now the girl I want marry. Mama, let me see you. Wombolo, 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 wombolo. Mama, let me see you. Wombolo, 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 daddy, let me see you. Wombolo, 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 wombolo. Mama, let me see you. Wombolo, wombolo, let me see you. Wombolo, wombolo.
We fell in love on the first date. The first date, a beautiful girl gonna make the earth shake. I look into the mirror, all I do is stare. In the back of my mind, all I see is her. Turn up the music, we bumpin' P Square. Number one in the game, and we gon' be here. Always making hits in my convict. We talking money, or you talking nonsense? Making slow love to my baby girl. Got them big trucks pulling up everywhere. You only live once, and that's the anthem. All your negative energy feed cancer. I can look into her eyes for my whole life. We can make love for the whole night. Take my hand, baby. I just wanna be a man, baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mama, baby.
Pretoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM. Beautiful Onyinye P Square in combination with Rick Ross Bozo. That take us only to 40 minutes before we wrap up the installment just for this evening. Bear in mind that the universities, they are still saying no to fees must fall this evening. Bear in mind with me the University of Cape Town. Right there, they say they have spent 24 million due to the issue of the security that they employ in order for them to grant the installment or the equipment of the university that is happening right there. It was addressed by Prince Max, the Vice Chancellor of the university. That happens on Thursday, the same date as tonight or today. But the classes are still consuming, still resembling on the other directions. But the issue is that is the exam going to be possible, because they say 8% to 10%, and then the student they say 0% increments of fees. What do you think about that one? Because here at Univen, it seems to be another thing that to be settled. Listeners from Pretoria and various universities, TUT and various university, what do you say about that one? Are you still in the struggle or not? 30 minutes before we wrap up the installment just for this evening. Lucky Dube, remember me? That's the music in the background, and let's enjoy this track. Doing this one more time. Maybe the combination, keep it hold up until 9 o'clock.
Wandering up and down the streets of Soweto, no place to call my home. I tried to find you many years ago, but the woman you married to was not good at all.
Indeed, you are remembering him through his music, like a doer in the background. Wherever you are, remember me. And it's been a decade since the death of this man came as a hijacking. You never know what happens. Once you're celebrating, everybody get in hook with you or get to feel what you feel, because there is some mysteries beneath the surface, or that is just coming out of nowhere. This is Prefab FM, and it's just 90 minutes before I wrap up the installment just for this evening. This is the man behind the combination. Keep it hold this evening. For the updates that are happening or things that we're trembling over this afternoon is that 3 minus were trapped, and unfortunately, 2 of them will not be able to survive. This was due to the issue of seismic airwaves that will make the rocks to fall in the mine. So it's another loss. It's another loss. So for those who were still employed in that one, this is the mine called Anglo Ashanti Gold right there at JHB. That happened on the afternoon. So there's the rescue team. I believe they are still working by all means in order for them to rescue the person that is there being trapped right here beneath in the shaft. 8 minutes before we approach wrap up the storm just for this evening. As I told you, highlighted you at the beginning of the show, we'll have a simple motivation like you do it right here. Get inspired before you can expire. That was the motivation by our guest on Tuesday. So is that other ways that I can leave you with this evening. But before I play you that one, I will have to play you this one. Michael Gray, The Weekend, right here on Prefab FM. Let's enjoy this music. Then I can't wait for the weekend to begin. Some they say it's quarter to weekend. Who knows? Exam on the other issue is quarter to exam. There, as usual, enjoy this motivation. That's how I wrap up things for this evening.
Refuse to allow any doubts in your own mind, then no doubts from others will ever cloud your judgment. When you create a strong mind, there can be no other that will defeat you with their words or with their judgments. When you believe in you, you need no other to believe in you. Because others really have no say in who you will become. Only you have that say. Only you can decide if others' opinions become reality or you create your own fate. The greatest challenge and the greatest obstacle any human will face is their own doubts, their own fears, and their own conditioned thoughts. If you want to live your dream, you will have to fight for it. You will have to fight the greatest battles of your life. You will have to battle the external enemy. People who don't believe in you. People who do you wrong. People who put you down. You will have to battle the intimate enemy. Those close to you who might do you wrong, or maybe you assume don't believe in you. Those who want the best for you, but their idea of support is to remind you of what can't be done or shouldn't be attempted. But the worst of all is the internal enemy. You will have to battle what seems like an army in your own head, an army of doubt, fear of failure, fear of judgment, lack of belief. The voices inside the head saying, I am not good enough. I'm not worthy. I want to do this, but I can't. I want to give to those I love, but I can't. I'm not worthy of love. I'll never be able to do this. I am hopeless. I've tried everything. The world is against me. No one believes in me. My life's not worth living. There is no greater pain that can be inflicted on you than your own internal enemy. Your own thoughts will cause you more pain than anyone or anything. They can be likened to a terrorist living in your soul. But when you learn to control and direct your mind, you can direct that internal voice to work for you rather than against you. You get it to work for you by creating a compelling future. A future you will be proud to achieve, proud to live through. You do this by not just having goals, but having meaningful goals. Goals that get you excited to wake up every morning. You do this by understanding what your purpose in life really is. What are you doing it all for? When you know these things, when you work on yourself daily, you can quiet that voice in your head. You can feel good enough because you are.
Fam. Victoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Changes in my life, I won't leave you behind. Changes in my life, you will see in time. Changes in my life, you're always on my mind. Changes in my life, oh, I got you by my side.
got you covered. This is Prefab FM.